Moon Dust Hanover, Bertolo, Tarport Tassel, Ruth Vent Gary, Farlane Ladd, and Holly's Pop. We thank you for tuning in. Do hope that you enjoy the show. And away we go with race 1. And we're all set now for our first race. We've got a field of 7 behind the gate and approaching the top of the stretch. Golden Fellow with Steve Mahar, Spunky Dallas, Frankie Fagan, BJ's Noble and Ross McDonald. A Ton of Chance with Rick Armstrong, OB's Playmate, Brady Charlton, Trusty Bet, Brian Moore, Keystone Links, Doug Falcons. Here they come. They're off and beat. Jay's Noble drives for, grabs the top, and up on the inside. Spunky Dallas racing a second. They swing around the turn, the 2 leaders neck and neck. Spunky Dallas now. On the outside, BJ's Noble. Then Trusty Bet drives up third on the outside. Golden Fellows fourth on the rail. Then racing a fifth. It is OB's Playmate, but a Ton of Chance, and Keystone Lakes trailing the 2 leaders still neck and neck. And now BJ's Noble grabs the top. Is the leader as they go racing by the quarter. 30 and 4/5, and Trusty Bet Park drives on to a second, and Trusty Bet grabs the top. BJ's Noble now racing second. Spunky Dallas has a third. Golden Fellows racing fourth. OB's Playmate, a Ton of Chance. Keystone Links trailing him through the stretch. They come. They are racing to the half. Up front and cutting it out, Trusty Bet. Then BJ's Noble racing second. Spunky Dallas has a third. Golden Fellows fourth. A Ton of Chance moving up on the outside now fifth. Then OB's Playmate, Keystone Links, and they were by the half in 3 and 1. Round the turn they go for the 5/8. Pacing with the lead, Trusty Bet. BJ's Noble racing second. A Ton of Chance drives on third. Going on behind him goes OB's Playmate. A Ton of Chance gets to second. BJ's Noble on the inside. 3 wide. OB's Playmate, and they are fanning out. 3 wide. Neck and neck as they drive to the 3/4 pole. 3 wide, nose to nose as they go on by that marker, and on the extreme outside, OB's Playmate, 3/4, 37. OB's Playmate now moving out a length. Then Trusty Bet, a Ton of Chance. Then Spunky Dallas, BJ's Noble. Then Golden Fellow, Keystone Links, and they make the turn for home. Pacing away from him now, it is OB's Playmate. She's on top by 4. OB's Playmate, Spunky Dallas. It is going to be OB's Playmate. Then a Ton of Chance and Spunky Dallas. BJ's Noble. Trusty Bet, Golden Fellow, Keystone Links. Time for the mile, 2:09.
Now parading back is the winner of race 1. It is number 5, OB's Playmate. A brown mare, 11 years old, by Oil Burner out of Rebel Playmate. She by Bye Bye Bird. Owned, trained, and driven by Bernie Charlton of St. John. OB's Playmate picks up her second win of 1991 tonight, 2:09. Number 5, OB's Playmate and Bernie Charlton. The result of the first race now official. Golden Fella was 6. Spunky Dallas 3rd. BJ's Noble 4th. A Ton of Chance 2nd. OB's Playmate, your race winner. Trusty Bet 5th. And Keystone Links was 7th. They went past the quarter in 30 and 4. The half 103 and 1. 3/4 137. The mile 2:09.
And we're all set now for the second race. 7 starters behind the gate, approaching the top of the stretch. Kilkerran Honor with Ross McDonald. Jim Jam Corky and Tom Mason. Robin Down with Steve Mason. Inverness Beauty and Ivan Davies. Mormac Doris, Don Mahar. I Can Do It and Sam Hodgson. Miss Moni C with Mike Stevenson. Here they come. Clear off and Inverness Beauty grabs the top and on the inside. Jim Jam Corky racing for it, and I Can Do It is a third. Up on the outside, Miss Moni C drives on the 4th. Kilkerran Honor his 5th on the rail, then Robin Down. Mormac Doris trailing. They go on by the 8th pole. On up the back stretch now, they drive onto the quarter pole, and Inverness Beauty's pacing out on top. She's leading a length and a quarter. Jim Jam Corky racing second. I Can Do It is the third. Miss Moni C is 4th. They race on by the quarter pole, and they were by that marker 132 and 4 are in 32 and 4, and they're into the top turn and pacing on top. Inverness Beauty. Jim Jam Corky racing second. I Can Do It has a third and is out and moving now as they come off the top turn and on through the stretch, racing for the half, pacing with the lead. Inverness Beauty. Challenging up on the outside, Miss Moni C now second, coming on to the leader. Jim Jam Corky is third. They were by the half in 107 and 4. They're out of the turn now, racing out of the 5/8 pole. Inverness Beauty. On the outside, Miss Moni C. Jim Jam Corky's on the rail of third. Kilkerran Honor outside follows cover fourth. I Can Do It's now fifth. Robin down. More Mac Doris, and they go to the 3/4 pole. It's Inverness Beauty. Leading with 3 parts of a length, Miss Moni C. Challenging second on the outside. Jim Jam Corky right there third. Kilkerran Honor is fourth. 39 and 4 by the 3/4 pole. Top turn, Inverness Beauty by a neck now. Miss Moni C inching up on the outside. Jim Jam Corky looking for room third. Kilkerran Honor is fourth. Robin down swinging out wide. They head for home. Inverness Beauty, they're finding out 5 wide as they come to the line. And up on the outside, Kilkerran Honor comes on through, and here they are, and Kilkerran Honor wins it. Robin down, Miss Moni C, Inverness Beauty, Jim Jam Corky. I Can Do It, and more Mac Doris, and the time for the mile. 2:12 and 1.
And the photo for win is number 1, Kilkerran Honor, a bay mare, 4 years old by Oil Count out of Cold Bay. She by Cold Front. Owned by Malcolm Cormier of College Breds, trained and driven by Ross McDonald. Also in the photo is number 3, Robin Down, owned by Milton Downey of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mason. Judges waiting for a photo for win between number 1, Kilkerran Honor, and number 3, Robin Down. The result of the second race, now official. Kilkerran Honor, your race winner. Jim Jam Corky was 5th. Robin Down, 2nd. Inverness Beauty, 4th. More Mac Doris, 7th. I Can Do It, 6th. Miss Moni C, 3rd, and Stamplicker was scratched. They're at the quarter in 32 and 4, the half 107 and 4, 3/4 139 and 4, the mile 2:12 and 1.
We're all set now for race 3 with 8 starters behind the gate. Approaching the top of the stretch, there's Troubled Dream and Steve Mahar. Shrieky Sheila, Tom Mason, Nap Time A with Frank Fagan. Shalimar Mo, Kelly Watts. French Irish, Ron Robertson. Glengal Cobra with Jody Hennessy, Bison Rebel. Brian Moore, P.H. Roadrunner, Ian Downey. Here they come. They're off and stepping out. Nap Time A grabs the top and up on the inside. Troubled Dream racing a second. They swing around the turn at Nap Time A. On top now, a length and a quarter. Troubled Dream racing second, but 2. Shrieky Sheila has a third. Shalimar Mo racing a fourth. Then we go to French Irish. Bison Rebel working up on the outside. Glengal Cobra and P.H. Roadrunner trailing the field, and they drive on to the quarter pole in command. It is Nap Time A. On top, a length and a quarter as they go by the quarter by that marker 31 and 4. Into the top turn, Nap Time A. Troubled Dream racing second. Shrieky Sheila has third. Shalimar Mo out moving now from 4th, and Bison Rebel moves 5th on the outside. Then French Irish is on the field, and they spring off the turn. Through the stretch, and they come racing to the half. Nap Time A shows the way. Troubled Dream racing a second. Shrieky Sheila holding third. Shalimar Mo 4th on the outside. Behind him, Bison Rebel. Then French Irish, Glengal Cobra, P.H. Roadrunner. They were by the half and 4 and 2 and around the turn. They worked for the 5/8 pole. Nap Time A moving out now. A length and a half. Troubled Dream racing second. Shrieky Sheila third on the outside. Shalimar Mo 4th. Bison Rebel, French Irish, Glengal Cobra, P.H. Roadrunner, and Nap Time A has moved out now, leading by 3 lengths as they go on by the 3/4 pole. He was the leader there in 35 and 1. Head of the turn, Nap Time A. Trouble Dream the second. There's Freaky Sheila third. They come out by the 7/8 and they make the turn for home. It is Nap Time A all alone. Trouble Dream driving a second. Nap Time A leading by about 3. Then Trouble Dream coming on a bit. Freaky Sheila and Shalimar Mo. And here they are at the line. Nap Time A. Then Trouble Dreams, Freaky Sheila, tight between French Irish and Shalimar Mo. Then Glengal Cobra and tight between PH Roadrunner and Bison Rebel. And the time for the mile, 2:06.
Now parading back is the winner of the third race. It is number 3, Nap Time A. A 10-year-old bay gelding by Timely Napoleon out of Tasman Middle. She by Neville Romeo. Owned by Mike Whalen of Moncton. Trained by Mike Stevenson. Driven by Frank Fagan. The first win this season for Nap Time A tonight, 2:06. Number 3, Nap Time A with Frank Fagan. Result of the third race is now official. Troubled Dream was second. Shrieky Sheila third. Nap Time A, your race winner. Telemark Mo fourth. French Irish fifth. Glengal Cobra sixth. Bison Rebel eighth. And PH Roadrunner was seventh. They were at the quarter in 31-4. The half 104-2. 3/4 135-1. The mile 2:06.
All set now for race 4 with 7 starters behind the gate. This Tweedside Road with Brian Moore. Northwind Jamie and Jody Hennessy. FL Hitter with Steve Mahar. Sky, Glenn, Corey, Doug Falcons. Roof Vent Ricky with Ivan Davies. Go by the Book with Rick Beatty. And Sharp Doc with Brady Charlton. Here they come. There, off Tweedside Road, steps out, grabs the top, and Sky Glen Corey up on the outside, racing on second. Northwind Jamie has a third. FL Hitters racing a fourth. Then Roof Vent Ricky, and up on the outside, Go for the Book, and Sharp Dock trails. By the 8th pole. On up the backstretch now, driving to the quarter pole, Tweedside Road on top, a length and a half. Northwind Jamie racing second. FL Hitter has third. Sky Glen Corey on the rail now at racing fourth. Then we go to Roof Vent Ricky, Sharp Dock. Go over the Book is trailing as they go racing out by the quarter pole, and they were by that marker 33. They're into the top turn. Then it is Tweedside Road but 2 and Northwind Jamie, FL Hitter. Sky Glen Corey, Roof Vent Ricky, Sharp Dock, and Go by the Book, and they come to the 3/8 pole. The leader at that marker, Tweedside Road. Through the stretch they come to the half Tweedside Road. Northwind Jamie, here comes FL Hitter moving from third. Behind her, Roof Vent Ricky. That is Sky Glen Corey, fifth on the rail. Sharp Dock, and Go over the Book and Tweedside Road but 2 as they go by the half in 6 and 1. They're into the turn. Racing now to the 5/8 pole, Tweedside Road at Northwind Jamie. FL Hitter out driving up a third. Sky Glen Corey moving up on the inside to 4th. Roof Vent Ricky outside 5th. Sharp Dock and Go over the Book, and they go to the 3/4 pole, Tweedside Road. Out 3 wide, Roof Vent Ricky driving on. Fastest of all, he gets to second. Northwind Jamie and FL Hitter. Then the 3/4 and 38. They're into the top turn. Tweedside Road and Roof Vent Ricky now gets to those in front on the outside. Roof Vent Ricky, Tweedside Road, neck and neck as they come out by the 7/8 and make the turn for home. It is Tweedside Road. Roof Vent Ricky up on the outside. Here comes Northwind Jamie coming on. FL Hitter and Sharp Dock, and it's going to be Roof Vent Ricky. He wins it. Then Northwind Jamie, Tweedside Road, Sharp Dock, tight between FL Hitter and Go over the Book, and then Sky Glen Corey. Time for the mile, 2:08 and 4.
Parading back in front of the grandstand is the winner of the fourth race. It is number 5, Roof Vent Ricky. A 7-year-old bay gelding by Senior Skipper out of Armbro Sister, she by Horton Hanover. Owned by Bill Murdoch of Fredericton, trained by Paul Brown, driven by Ivan Davies. Roof Vent Ricky picks up his third win of the season tonight, 2:08 and 4. Number 5, Roof Vent Ricky and Ivan Davies. The result of the fourth race is now official. Tweedside Road was third. Northwind Jamie second. FL Hitter 6th. Sky Glen Corey 7th. Roof Vent Ricky, your race winner. Go by the Book fifth, and Sharp Dock was fourth. The quarter was in 33 seconds, the half 106 and 1, 3/4 138, the mile 208 and 4.
We're all set now for the fifth race. We've 8 starters behind the gate. They're approaching the top of the stretch in the rail. It's Fly Siggy with Jody Hennessy, Mackmore Gentry, Steve Mahar, SS Gallery, Jill Barrio, Rebel Lulu with Tom Mason, Dallastown, Brian Moore, Trendition, Mike Stevenson, Jojo Sepp, Ross McDonald, Tammany Hall, Doug Falcons. Here they come. Lear off and Rebel Lulu grabs the top, and from the outside, Trendition drives on. Up on the inside, Fly Siggy. Rebel Lulu, the leader, into the turn, and up on the outside, Trendition. Lapped on the leader, bidding for the top now. They're neck and neck by the 8th pole, and Trendition grabs the top. Then Rebel Lulu racing is second. Fly Siggy is the third. Mackmore Gentry a fourth, and it's Dallastown, SS Gallery, Jojo Sepp. And the trailer is Tammany Hall, and the leader by the opening quarter, Trendition in 31. They swing into the top turn, Trendition pacing out on top, and Rebel Lulu sitting pretty second on the rail. Fly Siggy third. Dallastown is on the move now from fourth. Mackmore Gentry now fifth. SS Gallery takes cover, moving a sixth. Then Jojo Sepp and Tammany Hall, and through the stretch they come. They're racing to the half. 4 of them on the rail and 4 outside. It is Trendition on top, and Dallastown lapped on the leader now. Rebel Lulu third, SS Gallery fourth, Jojo Sepp, Fly Siggy, Tammany Hall, Mackmore Gentry. They were by the half and 4 and 3 and around the turn. They go racing to the 5/8 pole. The leader, Trendition, a length. On the outside, Dallastown challenging second. Rebel Lulu locked in at the rail, the third. SS Gallery outside fourth. Jojo Sepp, Fly Siggy, 3 wide for Tammany Hall, and Mackmore Gentry trails. On to the 3/4 pole, neck and neck for the top now. On the inside, Trendition, on the outside, Dallastown. 3/4 137. Top turn, they're still at it, neck and neck, and moving up on the outside, 3 wide comes Tammany Hall. Panning out 3 wide, neck and neck as they come out by the 7/8, and they make the turn for home. On the inside, Trendition, Dallastown between horses, Tammany Hall on the outside. Here comes Mackmore Gentry up 4 wide, and Rebel Lulu coming through on the inside. It is going to be tight. Dallastown wins it. Then in for second, Tammany Hall too tight to call for the rest. Time for the mile, 2:09.
Now in front of the grandstand is the winner of the fifth race. It is number 5, Dallastown, a 9-year-old brown horse by Florida Pro out of Spriola, Hanover. She by Star's Pride. Owned by John Lawson of St. John, trained and driven by Brian Moore. That's the first win this season for Dallastown tonight. 2:09. Number 5, Dallastown in Brian Moore. Fly Ziggy was 8th. Mackmore Gentry 6th. SS Gallery 3rd. Rebel Lulu 4th, Dallastown, your race winner, Trendition 5th, Jojo Sepp 7th, and Tammany Hall was 2nd. The quarter was in 31 seconds, the half 104 and 3, 3/4 137, the mile 2:09.
We're all set now for race number 6, field of 6 behind the gate. We have Sandfella with Morris Benson, Struttin' Bubba with Jody Hennessy, Coffee No Sugar with Steve Mahar, Trevor's Charm, Brian Moore, Distant Lady with Jill Barrio, and High Hopes with Ross McDonald. Here they come. They're off, and as they leave the wire, it's Strutting Bubba going for the top, Trevor's Charms 2 on the outside, then Sandfella down along the rail, Coffee No Sugar, Distant Lady, High Hopes trails the field. Going into the first turn, we have Strutting Bubba, then Trevor's Charm sits second, Sandfella's in third, Coffee No Sugar's fourth, then comes Distant Lady and High Hopes trails the field. Up front, it is still Strutting Bubba cutting it out, Trevor's Charm sitting pretty too, then comes Sandfella, Coffee No Sugar, Distant Lady, and High Hopes. They go on by the quarter in 31 and 3. Your leader by that marker was Strutting Bubba. Trevor's Charm is 2. Sandfella sits 3. Coffee No Sugar is 4th. Distant Lady 5th. High Hopes is 6th, but making a move. As they go on the top turn, heading for the half, we have Strutting Bubba. Then comes Trevor's Charm. Sandfella is 3rd. Here comes Coffee No Sugar making a move from 4th. High Hopes following him, and Distant Lady trails a field. They come on to the half, and it is Coffee No Sugar on the outside taking the lead. Strutting Bubba 2 along the rail. Trevor's 3 and 4 by the half. High Hopes is 3 on the outside. Trevor's Charm sits 4th. Sandfella is 5th, and Distant Lady trails a field in 6th. They're on by the 5/8, heading on to the 3/4. High Hopes is on the outside looking for the lead. Down along the rail, it's Coffee No Sugar with Strutting Bubba sitting 3rd. Then comes Trevor's Charm 4th, Distant Lady 5th, Sandfella is 6th. On to the 3/4 on the outside, it is High Hopes by a quarter of a length. Coffee No Sugar is 2nd, Strutting Bubba is 3rd. Then comes Trevor's Charm, Distant Lady, and Sandfella by the 3/4. 1:34. It is now Coffee No Sugar by a length and a quarter. Then comes High Hopes is 2nd. Trevor's Charm is 3rd. Moving 4th is Distant Lady. Then Sandfella, and the trailer is up front, heading for home. It is going to be Coffee No Sugar. On the outside, Distant Lady. It's Coffee No Sugar, Distant Lady. Trevor's Charm is 3rd. Then comes High Hopes, Sandfella, and Strutting Bubba. Time for the mile was 2:06 and 2.
Parading back is the winner of the 6th race. It is number 3, Coffee No Sugar. A chestnut mare, 5 years old, by Quality Blue Chip out of Breeze Bye Bye. She by Phoebe Jover. Owned by Galen Dempsey and Norman Lord of Rolling Dam. Trained and driven by Steve Mahar. Coffee No Sugar picks up her 3rd win of 1991 tonight. 2:06 and 2. Number 3, Coffee No Sugar and Steve Mahar. The result of the 6th race is now official. Sandfella was 5th. Strutting Bubba 6th. Coffee No Sugar, your race winner. Trevor's Charm 3rd. Distant Lady 2nd. At High Hopes was 4th. The quarter was in 31 and 3. The half 103 and 4. 3/4 134. The mile 2:06 and 2.
All set now for the 7th race. 7 starters behind the gate. This KM Dream with Bernie Charlton, Oblin Justin, and Ross McDonald. Mr. Micey, Ivan Davies. Adventure's Touch with Jill Barrio. Nightly Dreams, Colleen Clancy. Hello Monster and Steve Mahar. Denny Silster with Jody Hennessy. Here they come. They're off and rushing to the top. Adventure's Touch and challenging Denny Silster. She's up 2nd on the outside. Mr. Micey's right there with 3rd. Oblin Justin his 4th. KM Dream racing of 5th, and Nightly Dreams. And Hello Monster trailing the field, and they're by the 8th. On up the backstretch, they drive to the quarter. Adventure's Touch on top, 3/4 of a length. Inching up on the outside, Denny Silster. Going for the lead, the 2 leaders neck at neck. Adventure's Touch holds it. Denny Silster Park hangs a 2nd. Mr. Micey 3rd, and they were by the quarter in 31 and 2. Into the top turn, Adventure's Touch and Denny Silster Park. Then Mr. Micey is a 3rd. Oblin Justin a 4th. KM Dream is 5th. That is Nightly Dreams and Hello Monster, and they spring off the turn. On through the stretch now, and they come racing to the half. Up front and cutting it out, Adventure's Touch. Denny Silster hanging 2nd. On the rail, Mr. Micey locked in 3rd. Then Oblin Justin right there 4th. KM Dream, Hello Monster, and Nightly Dreams, and they were by the half. 1:04 and 1. Out of the turn now, they go driving to the 5/8 pole. Adventure's Touch showing the way. Up on the outside, Denise Silster. Still parked, and she's still racing 2nd. 3 wide. Oblin Justin quickly drives on to 2nd, goes after the leader. The leader is Adventure's Touch. Oblin Justin at his wheel, racing a 2nd. Mr. Micey 3rd. Nightly Dreams now 4th. Hello Monster 5th. KM Dream. Denise Silster now trails. They were by the 3/4 pole in 36 and 4. Top turn. 2 leaders neck and neck on the inside, Adventure's Touch. On the outside, Blend Justin. Mr. Micey, a third. Nightly Dreams, fourth. Hello Monster, fifth. KM Dream, and they swing for home. Adventure's Touch with Blend Justin. Strong on the outside, the 2 of them neck and neck. Mr. Micey's third. Neck and neck as they come to the line. Adventure's Touch on the inside. Here they are. Adventure's Touch, Blend Justin. Mr. Micey, Nightly Dreams, Hello Monster, KM Dream, and Denise Seelster. Time for the mile, 2:08.
Parading back, the winner of the 7th race, it is number 4, Adventure's Touch. A brown gelding, 7 years old, by Added Touch out of Vacation Girl, she by Best of All. Owned and trained by Bob Fitzgerald of St. John, driven by Gilles Berriot. That is the second win this season for Adventure's Touch tonight, 2:08. Number 4, Adventure's Touch, and Gilles Berriot. The result of the 7th race is now official. KM Dream was 6, Oblin Justin 2nd, Mr. Micey 3rd, Adventure's Touch, your race winner. Starfire Sarah was scratched, Nightly Dreams 4th, Hello Monster 5th, and Denise Seelster was 7th. The quarter was in 31-2, the half 104-1, 3/4 136-4, the mile 2:08.
And we're all set now for tonight's featured 8th race, the St. John Shipbuilders Pace, a field of 6 behind the gate. They're approaching the top of the stretch. On the rail, Moon, Dust Hanover, and Bernie Charlton. Then Bertolaw with Steve Mahar. Tarport Tassel, Tom Mason. Roof Vent Gary, Ivan Davies. Fairlane Lad, Ian Dowdy. Holly's Puff and Brian Moore. Here they come. There, off in Moon Dust Hanover takes him out of there. Tarport Tassel in between horses, racing second. Now Roof Vent Gary 3 wide, drives on the third. Bertolo on the rail is racing a 4th. That is Fairlane Lad and Holly's Puff there by the 8th. On up the backstretch, racing for the quarter. Moon Dust Hanover the leader. On the outside, Roof Vent Gary gets those in front on the outside. Roof Vent Gary, Moon Dust Hanover battling neck and now. Roof Vent Gary moves out by a length, and he's the leader by the quarter in 30 2/5. They're into the top turn, Roof Vent Gary and Moon Dust Hanover. Out again, challenging for it, he takes the top. Moon Dust Hanover, Roof Vent Gary. Up on the outside, here comes Bertolo, and Roof Vent Gary's off stride into Tarport Tassel and Fairlane Lad. 3 leaders off by themselves now, and it is Moon Dust Hanover. Bertolo racing a second, Holly's Puff now third. Fairlane Lad comes to a 4th. Then it is Roof Vent Gary and Tarport Tassel trailing. Favored by the half in 103-2 in the rid of the turn. Racing for the 5/8 pole, Moon Dust Hanover. On the outside, Holly's Puff is now second. At the leader's wheel, lap down the leader now. Inching up for the top, and they drive to the 3/4 pole. On the inside, Moon Dust Hanover. On the outside now, Holly's Puff. Moon Dust Hanover second. Then Bertolo third. On the outside, Fairlane Lad is 4th. Roof Vent Gary 5th, and Tarport Tassel 3/4 135-2. Round the top turn, Moon Dust Hanover again. Holly's Puff racing second and tipping out 3 wide. Here comes Bertolo. Fairlane Lad moving up on the inside. They make the turn for home, Moon Dust Hanover. Holly's Puff, and on the outside, Bertolo, and in between them, Fairlane Lad. Moon Dust Hanover. Bertolo now on the extreme outside. Bertolo wins it. Moon Dust Hanover. Fairlane Lad. Then Holly's Puff, Roof Vent Gary, Tarport Tassel. Time for the mile, 2:06-2.
Parading back now, the winner of the 8th race, the St. John Shipbuilding Pace, it is number 2, Bertolo. Bertolo is a bay mare, 6 years old, by Easy Come, Easy Go out of Christy Lewick, she by Chris Time. Owned by Judith O'Brien of Fredericton, trained by Rick Beattie, driven by Steve Mahar. Bertolo picks up her second win this season tonight, 2:06-2. Presenting the cooler to Bertolo is from EPR, Andrew Cromwell, and on hand, staff of St. John Shipbuilding. The result of the 8th race is now official. Moondust Hanover finished second, was placed 6 for interference at the 3/8. Bertolo was your race winner. Tarport Tassel placed 5th. Roof Vent Gary placed 4th. Farlane Ladd placed 2nd. And Holly's Puff was placed 3rd. The quarter was in 30 and 2. The half 103 and 2. 3/4 135 and 2. The mile 206 and 2.
We're all set for the 9th race. 7 starters behind the gate. Upland Dawn with Ross McDonald. Dewey Dynamo, Steve Mahar. Oh, Amy Singh with Brian Moore. Charlotte's Gem, Doug Falcons. Yapadoi with Ian Daly. What a Wave and Jody Hennessy. Pep Rally with Bertie Charlton. Here they come. They're off and from the outside. Charlotte's Gem wings forward, grabs the top, and Obland Dawn's racing forward on the inside, and she moves up on the rail to the lead. Obland Dawn and Charlotte's Gem up and at her on the outside. The 2 leaders neck and neck. Now Charlotte's Gem grabs the top. Obland Dawn racing a second. Dewey Dynamo, his 3rd, is moving on the outside. Then Amy Singh is a 4th. Yapadoi 5th, and What a Wave. And the trailer is Pep Rally as they drive to the quarter, and Charlotte's Gem takes them by that marker. They were by the quarter, 31 at 1. Out of the top turn, Charlotte's Gem up on the outside. Dewey Dynamo moving up to a 2nd. Obland Dawn, his 3rd on the rail. Oh, Amy Singh a 4th. Yapadoi 5th. What a Wave. And the trailer is Pep Rally, and through the stretch they come. They are racing to the half. Pacing with the lead, it is Charlotte's Gem. On the outside, Dewey Dynamo hangs 2nd. Obland Dawn 3rd on the rail. Oh, Amy Singh follows cover outside 4th. Then Yapadoi, What a Wave, and the Pep Rally. They were by the half. 103 and around the turn. Racing to the 5/8. Charlotte's Gem holds that lead. Dewey Dynamo 2nd on the outside. Up on the inside, it is Obland Dawn. She's 3rd. Oh, Amy Singh tipping out 3 wide, rushing from a 4th. Yapadoi, What a Wave, and going out 3 wide. Pep Rally, late drive to the 3/4. End of the leader there. Charlotte's Gem, they were by the 3/4 and 35. Top turn, Charlotte's Gem. On the outside, Dewey Dynamo. Obland Dawn locked in at the rail. She's racing 3rd and looking for room. Behind her, Yapadoi looks for room. They hit the head of the lane. They make the turn for home. It is Charlotte's Gem and Obland Dawn still looking for room and moving to the outside and coming on. It is Charlotte's Gem, Obland Dawn. What a Wave coming on, but Charlotte's Gem wins this one. Charlotte's Gem, Obland Dawn, What a Wave, Yapadoi, Dewey Dynamo, then Pep Rally, and oh, Amy Singh. Time for the mile, 2:06 and 3.
Braiding back now, the winner of the 9th race, it is number 4, Charlotte's Gem. A bay mare, 4 years old, by Jade Prince out of Charlotte's Wave. She buys Super Wave. Owned and trained by Mel Blanchard of St. John, driven by Doug Falcons. Charlotte's Gem gets her 2nd win this season tonight, 2:06 and 3. Number 4, Charlotte's Gem and Doug Falcons. Result of the 9th race is now official. Obland Dawn was 2nd. Dewey Dynamo 5th. Oh, Amy Singh 7th. Charlotte's Gem, your race winner. Yapadoi 4th. What a Wave 3rd. And Pep Rally was 6th. They reached the quarter in 31 and 1. The half 103. 3/4 135. The mile 2:06 and 3.
Well, that's it for another night. Wednesday